Uh, okay. Hi guys, it's XJ9. It's been a while because I've been doing things, like making Gragas. So this patch is very short, so I decided to make a video especially because of a Jace change, because I don't like him. So Akali got nerfed, and honestly, I guess it's fine. It's probably more of a pro play thing, simply because she and Ken are pretty much really good. Ken didn't get nerfed though. But yeah, she's apparently just really OP in pro play. So this is more of a pro play nerf, not a solo queue nerf. So solo queue doesn't really matter, honestly. Like, if you're good with her, you're still good with her. If you're bad, you're bad with her. Amumu got nerfed mostly because, like, well, first off, it's just true damage on curse strike, so it's autos for 3 or 4 seconds. I forget how long it is, and his ultimate if you depending on who he ults, right? So that mostly only matters in, I guess, high elo, and if you go AP Mumu. But I honestly don't like AP Mumu just simply because I don't think Mumu should be even built AP. I think if he was ever reworked, he should be more of a tank than an AP caster. And honestly, 3% for if you build tank isn't even a big deal. It mostly matters if you were building AP for, like, maybe someone will live with 1 HP or not. And sometimes it's also better to even just Q and just E automatically for damage and not just auto them for damage. So I don't think it's as big as the interface people make it out to be, because the thing is that the Cinderhulk got changed along with the Mumu thing, or like a patch after. So that was pretty much making him really good. And I mean, he still is really good. He still has the Cinderhulk change. So I still think he's really good. I think people are overreacting to the 3% nerf. And the other thing that people need to realize is that Mumu is really, really popular in low elo, and Sona and Katarina are very popular as well. So it might even be a nerf simply because of low elo as well, because they were just dominating too much. And the echo change is nice. It just means that, I will say, Echo will now constantly get basic attack at his regular cadence after using phase dive instead of having to wait for his animation. So it pretty much means, you can actually attack right away, because I think depending on what level he is, like, his attack speed, it would just be delayed slightly. Also, this Galio nerf it was a nerf slash buff. It's really nice because it's pretty much trying to phase him out of the support role, or just make him deal less damage with the support role. But it's also making AP Galio mid extremely strong, like way stronger. And I'm a big fan of Galio mid, and I'm not sure if I go top. Probably not top, because top is a different lane. But yeah, AP Galio mid is probably really strong now. It just has a lot of CC and presence. So if you pick that, you probably climb Elo, and it's just a lot better now. Um, again, his Q didn't get changed. It was just his E. His E actually got no compensation, but it's mostly just his W. His W is, I mean, it's pretty good for doing damage now. Okay, so it went from point 0.3 to point 0.9. What? Well, not well. I mean, so I'm messing up now because no, because you make me self-conscious. Anyway, it went from, so if you just cast the right way, point 0.2 to point 0.3, so it's a 10. So if your 100 ability power is 10 more damage. Point 0.6, fully charged, point 0.6 to point 0.9. So it's like if 100 ability power, 3 more damage, and it goes up and up up. What do you want? Also, Gragas, I don't like fucking Gragas. If you play him, you're what? Yeah, you're just a Gragas player. I don't like those players. I don't know why he's even getting buffed out of blue. Probably because, I don't know, Rek'Sai is better. But yeah, they're bored. Like, we were buffing him because we would like to spice things up. His HP I went up quite a bit, so it just makes Cinderhulk that much better on him. And attack damage, base attack damage is always huge. I wish Nico got a base attack. No, well, yeah, but everyone builds Blade drinking. Janna, I don't really care about Janna because everyone stopped playing her as soon as they changed her E to not last as long. And they're pretty much just trying to make her a more active support. So it's probably a bit of experimental changes, and we'll just see how that goes. We haven't really seen John forever, so it's really hard to say. They don't like the There was a John that just kept eating the tower. That was great. Does not eat champions for some reason. Hmm. Well, I mean, the cooldown But they actually buffed because the thing I don't like, the reason I don't like reading PV sometimes is that they change the like last second they'll change something, and that's the thing. Like there's some things here I'm like, oh, that was on the PV during the last like day. So her W scaling CD cooldowns are always very nice. Base damage. Oh, they nerfed the base damage, but you didn't really use W for damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It just sounds like you can probably get 2 Eye of the Storm, which is her E, on targets now. So it sounds like she can have better all-in potential, which is good. The other thing is if you use your ultimate and you knock back like 3 people, does it mean it will reduce it by 60%? We don't really know. I mean, probably. So that's actually really good. So maybe we'll see more Janna being offensive and stuff. Also, Jace, yeah, this is the real whole reason I made this. Jace, I hate Jace. If you every single Jace I ever see play against and have on my team feeds every single game, and even in MSI and stuff, I've watched those games and every Jace was terrible. Yeah, it's like there's like one game where like, oh, he did this one thing out of the entire game. Wow, Jace is broken, guys. Yeah, like he killed someone with his Q for one time the whole game, and it's like wow. And I just don't think he really does much. And it's like I think he can actually do a lot. It's just people suck because there's I just see people camping range form and they do hammer form do suicide and what like they go in as soon as their teammates die or what. Yeah, or they're in range form and they just don't want to auto. They just keep on walking back and forth. It's this Ezreal syndrome, and sort of why Ezreal's builds have been just on hit because people just don't auto attack. They just keep queuing. Like I don't really understand that. So, but I mean, now his new kid's pretty much made to be that on hit build. So yeah, just people just don't auto attack. I don't know why. It just pisses me off. Just learn to auto attack and you'll probably climb like 5 divisions. Not no joke. Using the ability in auto attack, you'd be surprised. Karthus got nerfed. I rarely even saw Karthus. Maybe it was banned a lot. I don't know. But the change with, I mean, the damage from Dark Harvest and Runic Echo is probably doing too much damage in general. So I mean, Karthus is pretty snortisville because all you need to do to climb with Karthus jungle is you don't even know how to jungle. You just need to AFK farm, ult, and just AFK farm, and that's literally all you do. It's very fun. Master Yi, I don't see this champion in this game. This champion doesn't exist for me personally. Like he's not even a champion because I just ban him every game. I don't care about if whatever I verse. And oh, they nerfed that bit. No, so the nerf to his jungle is actually quite nice, just because it means that he can just farm up the jungle really fast. His attack speed got nerfed, and the Q additional strike thing was also really broken. Apparently, again, I ban him every game, so I don't really see him. I would highly advise to keep on banning Master Chief simply because my games tend to be dodges because I ban Mastery. I think because everyone just does like Taric middle with Yi jungle. And I think everyone just keeps on dodging because everyone just likes abusing bullshit strategies in solo queue. So those players can go bye bye. So yeah, guys, yeah, in duo queue, yeah, guys, fucking everyone fucking duo queues in solo queue. I'm a solo queue god, guys. I'm fucking duo queue. Yeah, I want a true solo queue. Yeah. That's another talk. If you guys want to see that, be sure to leave a comment if you want to see why solo queue sucks, or something like that. And in the hypocrisy of players in the top of the ladder saying I want a true solo queue but then duo queue, which shows the riot that they like it, so they're not gonna do it. So yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. No, I don't tell me anyway. No, that is very stupid right now. No, they're very funny. Yeah, Rammus got nerfed. I'll be honest. I saw like 2 Rammuses. I versed one Rammus in a normal draft with Olaf. Olaf counters Rammus. It says he doesn't, but he does. Okay, what? Like the key to Rammus guys is literally just never auto him when he W's. Never. Even when you're full HP and he's half, never auto him. It is the biggest fucking mistake you'll ever make. I'm not sure if abilities count. I don't think they do count for auto. So if you have abilities, that's fine. Like Aatrox Q and stuff like physical abilities. And The nerfs are actually quite substantial. I'm not sure how substantial, but definitely to his clear speed because his passive, his auto attacks are less damage. I think his passive also has to do with his E or W. I forget which one. I don't really play Rammus. Uh, Nerfs like this also usually mean that they want to rework the champion, probably because that is quite a big nerf. Warwick, Warwick's full of bugs apparently, and this is actually a nice nerf because again, apparently based off my research, you're supposed to level up that blood scent ability. I think this is W three times and then max your Q. That's what all the quote unquote good Warwick players do. So you can abuse this more. The 90% healing. So if you can tolerate the bugs, maybe works good. But he has a lot of iffy matchups. I mean, he's good against quite the popular ones though. There was something I was gonna talk about and I can't remember right now. I don't know. There's something about people abusing shit. Yeah, Yumi's been doing good. I think it's funny because I made a post before on the boards. I was like, Yumi's a really unique champion and it'll take a while. And like, yeah, she got those mini buffs. I'll be honest, it wouldn't have surprised me eventually she gets re-nerfed again because they overbuffed her or something. Because it's just a unique champion. She's like a communication champion. It takes a while for the AD carry to realize how they're supposed to play with the Yuumi and the Yuumi the same thing. So yeah, this is just really just bug fixes, so nothing really to say. And Miyu said he didn't like Yuumi, and I think it's funny because Yuumi is probably one of the most interesting champions they've released in League in a while. So I like her. So are you okay? Get on, get on. Okay, so sorry, someone's on the phone. So Zac got changed. His Q cooldown is lower down at higher ranks. I haven't really played the new Zac, so I don't really know how much damage he does. But they reach the slow, but that doesn't really matter too much. Probably maybe it does. And that just means he does more damage late game because 7% cooldown on his Q is quite insane compared to 9. And getting ability power, that's only if you build AP on the Zac, but probably wouldn't want to build Cinderhulk, not AP. Not sure about that. Because it's just a waste of a passive. But if you want to do that troll build, but I'm thinking higher elo, you definitely don't want to do runic echoes. Um, apparently we'll just see how this turns out because again, this is really just the same old Zac. But apparently it's not the same thing because people are like, oh, it's the blobs, don't appear the same thing. Challenger recall, who really cares? I mean, I guess that's fine. Rainbow fluff icon and just bug fixes, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's bug fixes. Oh yeah, and it's funny if people. I am really surprised to see that Aatrox is in touch. I am not sad about it because I like playing the champ, but he seems so strong right now. Well, that's good to have fun, but sometimes even if you're strong, you lose the game. Because people need to realize that Juggernauts are designed to be those early game in your face. Like if you fight them, you will die. So all you need to do is pick champions that can kite. So champions that kite, Aatrox are champions like if you're good at Kalista, Lucian, and like Ezreal. And if you play those champions, you just win. And same thing with like middle and like even top. Like if you play versus a range top, you probably can kill him easy peasy. You just have the most important thing the dodge on Aatrox is his W, and you need to realize his W is a 28-second cooldown at level 1, and he will not max that ever unless he wants to really throw you off or something like that. So the moments to go in is when he wastes his W or uses his Q. Like if he does his first and second Q, just stay away from it, and he can't hit you with his third Q. And or just get a game because I mean even later on in the game, his weakness is it's getting bursted down before he can even do anything. So yeah, I mean this is really the patch notes, guys. I want to keep it nice and simple. If you have any questions or anything or some video suggestions, you can leave a review on. I'm not review a you can leave a comment. That this fucking you know what? You can leave a comment. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yeah.